Welcome back to my Let's Play of the Level of the Year 2020 contest levels, nominated levels. Um, I've already shown off my solutions to all of the levels in this collection last time, but I thought I'd do one last video, basically showcasing my solutions along with some of the intended solutions that I've gotten and collected. And pretty much the whole point of this is that since the playing phase is essentially finished and the voting will be starting soon, yeah, I thought I'd just simply show off the solutions as they should be, as was intended by the author. Yeah, and then basically have it be compared to the solution I found. And so pretty much, yeah, just some of my thoughts on the solutions. So this will pretty much be the final video that will wrap up the LOTY 2020 live pack. Yeah, before the voting starts. So anyway, first up will be Armani's Breaking the Cycle. So yes, like I said before, I've already showed off my own solutions to these levels, but I will go ahead and show them off again. So this is Breaking the Cycle. So here's my solution. So mine is quite fiddly and messy here. So first I platform, and then I stack, and then a really quick one here. The next lemming steps up, and then I clone, and then I mine. So it creates a hole in the stack, which makes a very nice ramp for the others to step up. And in order for me to achieve that, let me go ahead and rewind it a bit. Oh, that is weird. Oh no, I guess the RR manipulation was not needed there. Okay, never mind. I thought I changed the release rate in the process to achieve this. So it looks like it did not happen. And then once this happens, then I go ahead and platform here. Set up a climber. Yeah, heal stack to fill up this tiny gap here so that he can get up. Okay. Give him a shimmer, and then same thing over here. Alrighty, and then some more fiddliness here. So mine just before he exits. Okay, interrupt him mid-stroke with a walker. And now mine the other way. And then just before he gets interrupted, I clone, and then interrupt him with a walker. Okay, and then platform to the exit, and that is it. Yeah, the other climbers will make their way back. So that's my solution. But now, here is the solution as was intended by Armani. Which, in my opinion, is way cooler than the solution I found. Oh yes, here I forgot to mention. So here, right at the start, Armani ups the release rate to 60. And then drops it back down to 1. Before the second lemming appears. And yeah, so the first lemming stacks, and then the lemming that steps on top will mine, and then immediately clone. So now there is a hole in the stack on both sides. Yeah, so the lemmings will be able to step up on either side of it. Okay, and then once the lemming steps up, then you platform and immediately clone. Okay, and he finishes just in time before the lemming is able to slip by. Yeah, as these two lemmings will be lost to the water. Okay, give this lemming a walker and also a climber. Okay, and then pretty much the rest of it is pretty much the exact same solution as mine. So here, what will happen to the lemmings is that, yeah, they're essentially stuck in this infinite cycle for the time being. Hence why the level is called Breaking the Cycle. So, yes, the intended solution is just much cooler than mine in so many ways. And then once the shimmer drops, then he mines. Okay, just before exiting the side, yeah, interrupt him mid-stroke with a walker, and then mine the other way to get the crowd up. Yeah, like so. So hence the cycle has been broken. The cycle of endless looping around. And then using the hole here, yeah, platform. And then finally platform to get to the exit, and that is it. And yes, this climber here Yeah, this climber will be lost. Yeah, to the dragon trap over here. Yeah, but that is perfectly fine, as we're allowed to lose 3 here. Yeah, if you end up using the cloners. Alrighty. So that was the first one. Now the next one, let's see. What else did I want to show? I pretty much have the intended solutions for Armani's levels. Oh yes. Next one I wanted to do was Gigalems and Nessy's. Well, I already read that last time, so not gonna read it this time. No offense there, to Gigalem and Nessy. Well, in particular to Gigalem. Alright, so a year of movement. This is my solution. Set up a climber. And then, at this time, I go ahead and send another climber. After the first one has gone a sufficient distance. Yes, and then, at this time, yeah, I go ahead and send out yet another climber. Once these two have gone pretty far. Okay, dig down here with the second climber. Yeah, the first climber is going on his way back to the left. Okay, so I dig down here, where the broken 2 is. Well, this 2 is essentially broken as well, but let's say the first 2. Okay, give him a climber, a floater. Okay, the digger gets interrupted, and these both get swimmers. Yes, this digger is almost done. Okay, fence through. And then bash through here, and then build. And what else did I do? What did these guys not get a floater? This guy, okay. Okay, fence up. Okay, and then fence through the other way now. Okay, build over the water gap. Okay, and then I bomb here. Okay, build it and clone. Okay, let them turn around, and then fence the one going to the left. Bash into the steel to turn around. Okay, and then block. Yeah, he arrives just in time before the other one from up here comes. And then he builds to the right. Okay, dig down here. Okay, and then with the other climber, I also dig down here as well. And yes. And then the digger that just finished the right half, he blocks up here. Yeah, as we need a turning point. And then fence up. And then I dig down. And then build. Yeah, he turns around, but then he turns back to the right. This is a survivable fall. Yeah, plenty of leeway there. Okay, and then bash on through. Okay, and then build a landing platform for the crowd so that they don't end up in the water. Okay, and then I think it just simply... Okay, so it appears that I sent out another climber now. Okay, and then I dig down in the middle. Okay, in the meantime, yes, he gets to here, so he fences. Okay, build, and then finally fence to get to the exit. And now all our attention could be turned to here. Okay, once the digger's low enough, then I bomb him. Okay, they're able to make their way up, and then I just simply clone. And then I believe that's already it. Yes, it's already it, because I remember having a climber and a floater left over. Okay, so that's my solution. And now here's the intended solution from Gigalem. There's not really an intended solution since this is kind of open-ended. But I'm just going to go ahead and compare my solution to his. Yeah. And pretty much all the intended solutions that I'm showing off, I'm not seeing any of them ahead of time, so therefore I'm seeing them for the very first time. So he sends up 4 climbers at the start right away. And then he digs down here. And yes, it appears, yeah, there definitely appears to be this thing where the trigger area starts off a little further from where the source of the ice steam blower trap originates. So he's able to land down here safely without getting fried. Okay, and then give these 2 floaters, of course. Fence with the first one down here. The other one turns around. And then what do you do? Okay, and then he dig with the other climber up here. bash on through here. Okay, and then build. And then build over to this water gap as well. Float down here and block. Okay, so just like I did. Okay, so pretty much everything's the same so far. Except here, I fenced through in both directions. Here, he just fenced in to the right. Okay, and then let's see what else happened. Okay, somebody got a swimmer. Okay, so it appears it was this guy. Yeah. Yeah, it was that guy. Okay. I see. Yep. So he allows them to use this part, yeah, of the water. So they both become swimmers. Okay. So it appears that's the case. And then he digs down here with the first climber. Okay, fence on through here. Okay, bomb with the climber up here. And then he fences to the exit. So that takes care of that. Okay, build and then clone. So pretty similar to what I did, except I did it on the other side. Yeah, I came from the right side instead. Okay, and yeah, I was going to assuming fence through both, in both directions. Okay, and then build up. Okay, dig down. Oh. So he clones the digger. Okay, was he already facing to the right? So that's pretty interesting. I am quite confused as to why he is facing to the right, because I thought he would go to the left instead. Yeah, when cloning. Meh. Yeah, I guess that's something that I'll figure out later. Nope, doesn't fence up yet. Okay, build over the water gap on the right side. Okay. Oh, he was already facing the right, to the left. Oh, I think he must have, actually... No, I don't think it was a blocker. Okay, so dig down there. Oh, and then he sends another climber. So from the start, okay? So I'm assuming it's going to be digging down here as well. Okay, dig through the middle. Okay, and then here I assume he blocks now? Yes. So pretty much the exact same thing I did. And then, okay, build to get to the other side so that nobody lands into the water there. At least for the crowd. Okay, and then, yeah, he bombs now. Okay, so that's the same as mine. And yes, the builder turned around, that's why. Alrighty, and then bash on through. Okay, fence. And then fence the other way. And then finally build. And that's it. Okay, so his solution ended up using all the skills. Alrighty, very, very nice. Alrighty, and then the next one would be Miracle on Ian Avenue. Alrighty, here's my solution. Okay, so with one of the lemmings here, I dig in such a way so that only two get trapped with him. And then I block down here so that nobody walks into the trap here. We get the climber pickups. And then I send one of the lemmings in here to be a climber to the left. Okay, float down and then stack. Okay, bash here before he walks into the traps here. Okay, and then another stacker here. The idea of these stacks is to simply extend the basher so that he can get through all of this. Okay, and then once this digger's low enough, then I go ahead and bash to the right. And yes, there's an overhang here, so therefore the climber cannot get back out to the right. Okay, so the blocker gets released. And yes, at this time I assign a climber here. And then here I bash it and immediately clone. And this was done in such a way so that the button gets pushed before this lemming can slip past the exit while it's locked. Okay, and we also get an additional basher here as well. Okay, and then build. And then here, yeah, I place the stack right up against the wall so that the climber doesn't climb up the wall. Because if he does, he's going to come back and splat. So therefore, I turn him around. And then finally, I bash the crowd out. It doesn't really matter though. Yeah, you can do it either on the left side or the right side. Okay, so that's my solution. Yeah, here's the intended solution by Gigalem. I think it's Gigalem's though. Alrighty, so he blocks here, and then he digs with the very last lemming from the top hatch. Okay, so at this time he sends out a climber. Okay, and then he bashes with the digger down here, and then he places a stack right here, so that another climber can just simply climb to the top. And then, yes, here he starts bashing with his climber that's trapped here. And this is a safe fall. Yeah, there's plenty of leeway here. Okay, give him a floater, of course. Okay, then he stacks. And then another stack here as well. So the only difference here is that he simply bashes from this side instead of from here, like I did. Okay, and then he bashes and then clones. Yes, and this climber is getting the button right now. So yes, that climber was from up here. So now the exit is unlocked. Oh, okay, I thought I saw something else as well. Okay, and then build. And then finally bash. Yeah, once again, does not really matter. Although, I wonder if... No, so he can also do it from the left side as well. Okay, so that's his solution. So pretty much the main difference was pretty much right here. Yeah, just this part is the same, just from the other side instead. Yeah, so it was pretty much around this area that's different. But in any case, yeah, mine is like pretty close. Yeah, and I believe Gigalem simply said it was a perfectly acceptable alternative. Yes, that's Gigalem's though. Okay, and then these last two should be Nessy's. Okay, so here's the next one. All the right moves. Okay, where is it? Okay, here's my solution. Again, a really bad back route. And then, yes, I wasted a skill up here, I believe. So dig down with the first lemming here, block with the next. Here I bash, and then I build to cancel him. So yes, there appears to be absolutely no reason for it. Yes, and then I cancel him with the basher, build over the gap, and then build over this gap, bash this crowd out, dig down, and then simply bash the blocker free. And then that's already it. Alrighty. And then here is the intended solution from Nessy. So he takes with the second lemming here, builds with the first lemming up here. Yeah, absolutely no reason. I think for some very odd reason, I thought they were climbers as well. I think that's the reason why I did that. The bashing and then the building. Okay, and then he bashes with a lemming inside the digger tunnel. So it appears that he simply contained them down here. Ah, so this must be the shimmier part. So he blocks here. Okay, and then he sends out a climber from this hatch over here. Okay, and then he does the same thing over here. Okay, build a staircase. Okay, and then he digs here. I believe he's facing to the left. Yes, indeed he was. So it appears that they're just simply to get them to the other side. Yeah, safely. With those shimmiers. So that's what the shimmiers are for. Okay. Yeah, and they're all floaters, so therefore, they'll survive any pull. Okay, and then here he bashed through the staircase here. And then he patches up this gap with a builder. Yes, and then the shimmiers will stop right here. Yeah, due to this gap here. And then what else? Oh, he also got a swimmer. And yes, there's a little hole here that he can use. Okay, and then build. Okay, and then finally bash. And then that's already it appears. Okay, yes, so you're allowed to lose one here, so therefore, just nuke the blocker. Okay, very interesting intended solution. Not exactly sure how that can be enforced, though. But I'm sure Nessy will figure something out. And then finally, the last one. Yeah, this is also by Nessy. Send us an angel. Alrighty, so here's my solution. And as I mentioned last time, mine is very, very close to the intended solution. As a matter of fact, why don't I show... Actually, no. Let me go ahead and have my solution play out. Okay, so I bash and then build. He turns around and then mine down. Okay, dig down. And then I cancel him with a platformer. Okay, and this is step up Uvo. And then what I do... somebody got a... Oh yes, he got a floater. Okay, dig before the exit. And then leave the exit terrain intact. Bashing through. Yes, I'll let him turn around so that we can patch up this gap with a builder. And then finally mine. Okay, so that's my intended solution. I mean, not my intended. My solution that doesn't use the blocker at all. Now here is Nessy's intended solution. It's going to look very, very similar. So send up a climber from the left hatch, bash on through, build, turns around, and then mines. Okay, then he also gets a floater so that he survives this drop. Okay, and then he starts digging down here, and then he bashes through. Okay, and then he mines here to get neutrals out. Okay, and then platform across. Okay, and then he's a climber, so he's able to come back out to the left here. Alrighty, dig down. And then once he's low enough, then cancel him with a blocker. And then finally, all there's left to do is to build to get into the exit. And that's it. So pretty much the exact same thing as my solution, except he uses the blocker instead of a platformer. And as was discussed with Gigalem last time, he was going to confer with Nessy as to whether that should be a talisman or not. So, in regards to what it is, I think it would pretty much be something like solve without the blocker or something. Or rather, in this case, save everybody. So save 40. So either one should work. Okay, so that's the intended solution by Nessy. Now, for Gronklings though, pretty much all of them are intended except for 4. Okay, so Koipu hold it together. Here's my solution. Okay, build a second lemming. Send up the third one as a climber to delay him. Okay, patch up this gap with a builder. Bash with the next lemming. So yes, nobody falls into the water. And then send out 3 lemmings up ahead. Yeah. So build with the first one, next one jumps. And the next one jumps as well. And as a matter of fact, I don't think my replay broke. I just simply didn't let it play out long enough. So here, bomb. Next one gets the swimmer. Next one gets the swimmer as well. Okay, bomb next to the wooden pillar. Okay, patch up this gap with a builder. And then, what did I do here? Okay, and then I mine the crowd free, and that's already it. Yes, I believe I simply replaced it. Yes, and then the last thing to do is to shimmy with this climber, and that's already it. Alrighty. And then here is Gronkling's intended solution. Okay, so second and third lemming become swimmers. Patch up this gap with a builder, and then let me see. And then he bashes, and then cancels with a jumper once he has made this low depths here. Okay, send up a climber who will bash. Okay, patch up this gap with a builder. Okay, and then these two simply stay put for the time being. Okay, mine down here. Now he should be sending them out soon. Okay, yes, he's a climber, so he's able to get back out. Okay, and then he jumps so that he can build a staircase. Okay, now he sends them out using shimmiers. So yes, this is the builder staircase that will help them do that. And yes, this will still help them to shimmy along. Okay, bomb here. Yeah, so even though there is a tiny gap, yeah, 1 pixel gap, yeah, they are still able to keep on going. Okay, so they get over here, and then bomb. Okay, patch up this gap with a builder. And then finally bash the crowd out. Yeah, and that's already it. So very, very interesting intended solution. Although, just like the other one, so Gigalem and Nessy 3, I have no idea how to, how the intended solution will be enforced. But I'm sure Gronkling will figure something out. Alrighty. And then, let's see. Let's see. Did I want any of Icho's levels? I don't think so. Strato, no. WillLem. Let me see. Pretty much these 4 levels over here. So, Lamina City Steel Facility. So, let's go ahead and see my solution again. Okay, left one through be a glider. Second one going to the left will patch up this gap with a platformer. She finishes in time before anyone else slips by. Okay, bash on through here. And then send up a climber. Okay, patch up this tiny gap with a builder. Yes, and then I start building to the left. And then bash on through the one-way wall. Okay, and then platform across to catch the Laminas coming from above. Okay, and then start building over the gap here. Okay, and then I platform. And this is enough to seal off the gap to the left. Okay, and then platform. Yes, and I start building to the right. So I believe it's just simply building them out. Okay, and then clone. And then bash. And then yes, you have to dig as the exit trigger is buried. Okay, she hits the steel and turns around. Okay, so that's my solution. And now for WillLem's intended solution. I'm going to presume it's going to be mostly the same. So yes, the start's the same. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, it's pretty much the same, except here I use 2 builders before platforming. Okay, clone. Yep, the exact same. The exact same solution. The only difference is this part right here. Alrighty. And then poor weak creaturettes. Or creaturettes. I have no idea how to say that. Okay, and as I mentioned in the other video, I remember this one being quite difficult. Okay, so here's my solution. Very friendly. Clone and then immediately give a glider to the one going to the left. Okay, and then she gets a floater. Okay, build up. She gets a floater. And then platform across. Oh no, not build, platform. And then fence. Okay, she gets a glider. And then have her join her by fencing as well. Okay, they both break through before anybody turns back to the left. And then all three of these get swimmers. And then the first one that lands on the platform bridge will build. And then I clone. Okay, and fortunately the platformer finishes in time before anyone slips by. Okay, and then I also build up here as well. Yeah, I think it's just simply to gain some height so that we can just fence them out. Okay, set up a climber. Okay, bash on through. She collects the disarmor pickup, so I give her the disarmor. Okay, so that takes care of that. Okay, bash on through. Okay, so they're just gonna walk to the exit. Yeah, these three. And then fence them out, and then finally just clone. Alrighty, so that's my solution. Where is it? And then here's the intended solution by WillLem. Okay, so starts the same. Except, here he clones, then glides. And then clones again, clones the glider. Platform across, yeah, she gets a glider down here. Fence on through. And then he makes her build back here. Okay, and then she gets a floater. Let's see. So, swimmer and also a swimmer. She gets a floater and also a swimmer. Okay, fence here. Okay, and then he clones her down here. And then platforms this up so that nobody else can step out to the, or rather go out to the left and fall to the bottom of this pit here. Okay, fence up. Okay, and then build up. Max out the release rate. Okay, and then fence them out. Okay, bash on through. And then, hold on. Okay, give a climber. Bash on through. And then she gets the disarmor. Yeah, rather than the climber. Alrighty. So yes, I definitely like this solution a lot better. It's much cleaner than mine. So, nice job there, WillLem. Okay, and then the next one, soda streams. Soda streams. So here's my solution. Send out a climber, fence up. And then shimmy across. And yes, this is the only level of WillLems that I nominated for LOTY 2020. So give her a swimmer, dig down. Okay, and she's also a climb. Oh well, she was already a climber at the beginning. Okay, so she just swims to the exit. Okay, I send out another climber from the crowd. Okay, she gets a floater before she splats. Okay, dig down here. Okay, build to get the swimmer pickups, and then she'll turn around. Then she digs down. And then, yeah, she gets a swimmer. Okay, and she's able to go to the exit by herself. Okay, and then finally send her out as a climber and give her a swimmer. And then, yeah, that's pretty much already it. Alrighty, and now for WillLem's intended solution. Okay, send out a climber and then fence. Okay, give her a floater. So rather than shimmy across like I did, yeah, she gets a floater and digs down. And then, guess she gets a swimmer. Yes. Okay, climbs back up, and then yeah, send out another climber. Also, no, give her a climber. Okay, and Walker, and then build. So he makes a platform for the other two. And then the next one is delayed with a shimmer. Okay, she'll be able to climb back out later on. She's also a swimmer. Okay, dig down here to get the swimmer pickups. And then finally dig down here so that these two that fall down here will be able to climb back out and swim to the exit. Okay, and then give those other two that aren't swimmers the swimmer skill. And that's it. Alrighty, very, very nice. I guess ours are just both equally as difficult. Yeah, although I guess mine is like somewhat fiddlier. Alrighty, with a twist on Lamina, please. Yes. As mentioned in the other video, this was the one that took me the longest before I finally solved it, as this was the hardest level for me in the entire Lamina's pack. Okay, here's my solution. First one out gets a glider, turns around with a walker, and then platforms across to catch the other Laminas, and then immediately block with the second one, so that the platformer turns around and then gets cancelled. Okay, block with the one before the glider. Okay, and then stack, and then immediately clone. And yes. And then I clone the stacker going to the left, so that she immediately gets cancelled and is able to step up on the stack. And then she will make this platform for the crowd up here. Okay, so there's both our platformers over here. And then fence out both of these Laminas. And then it also breaks through the a bit of the platformer bridge as well, so that they can access the exit. Okay, and then release this blocker, max out the release rate, and then also release this blocker. Okay, and that's already it. So I have a climber left over. Okay, now WillLem's intended solution. Okay, same thing, glide, and then so here he clones instead, and then platforms. Okay, block right here, and then also block here once she turns around. Okay, maybe the rest is the same now. Stack and then clone. Okay, give a climber to the one going to the left. Okay, she platforms. Oh, that all came at the exact same time here. Okay, and then he fences out with one trapped between the stacks. Okay, releases the blockers with walkers. And then finally turns around the climber with a walker, as she's going to climb out the stack. Yeah. Okay. Very, very nice. Honestly, I like WillLem's solution a lot better than mine. Alrighty. And then for the mix rank, I believe there are 3 levels that I wanted to show off. Maybe, possibly even 4. Okay. Abyssal Descent by DireKrow. Okay, here's my solution. So immediately at the start, I max out the release rate. Okay, build with this with first lemming. Yeah, this creates a wall high enough so that the crowd is contained here. Okay, he gets a floater. Okay, and then I bash. And the other one gets a floater. Okay, build twice, yeah, so that he reaches the wall here. Okay, then build here. Yeah, this also takes 2 builders. This will also take 2 builders. Okay, unfortunately, he finishes just in time, yeah, to catch the one coming from above. Okay, and then I start building to the left here. And then, yes, I start bashing here. Okay, build. Block down here. And then I cancel with a basher here, so that they land down here. Yeah, and this is a safe fall. Yeah, plenty of leeway there. Okay, and then finally bash to the right here. Yeah, and then release the crowd by bashing to the left. And that's it. Okay, so they go down here, and then to the right, then come back to the left, and then bounce off the blocker, go to the right, and into the exit. Alrighty, so that's my solution. Now here's the intended solution by DireKrow. Okay, he gets a floater. He also gets a floater. Okay, build here, so to contain the crowd. Again, same method of containment. Okay, bash here. Okay, build to cancel. Okay, and then build here so that the other floater turns around, and then bashes here. Okay, also build so the other floater turns around. Okay, patch up this gap with the builder. Okay, block right here. Okay, bash, and then build to cancel him. And yes, this is this platform for the crowd. Okay, build tries over this gap. Okay, and then he bashes the crowd free. Yeah, and this will be a safe fall for the crowd. Okay, and then bash to get to the exit, and that's already it. So very, very different from my solution. Yeah, as I used this wall here and also got the crowd out to the left over here. So very, very different. And I gotta say, in a way, I kind of like DireKrow's solution better. Yeah, than mine. As mine was kind of chaotic and messy in many places. Alrighty, and then Godlems from the pack Godlems. And again, I'm one of those people. I'm kind of what do you call it? An atheist. So therefore, I prefer not to pronounce the word out loud. Okay, and this is by Dedu. I think that's how you say it. Okay, and as seen in the previous video, yes, mine involves a super long waiting game. Yeah, where it takes almost 21 minutes. So, I just maxed out the release rate at the start. Okay, send up a climber, have him build. Okay, and then have him glide to get into this narrow opening. Okay, put another builder step, as these will be used to keep a miner going. Okay, build. Okay, bash towards the crowd. Okay, and then now begins the long waiting game here. So, just a lot of time skipping right now, as nothing happens for well over 15 minutes. Okay, now I should start. Yeah, there we go. So, almost at the 20-minute mark. Yeah, now I start building the crowd out. Okay, mine down here, so to create a turning point for everyone else. Unfortunately, nobody slips out to the bottomless pit when the miner breaks through, as everyone has already turned around by the time that happens. Okay, and then build here, and then start bashing with the builder. Alrighty, and then I start building with the glider. Well, rather the climber glider, I should say. Okay, everyone turns around, except for the one lemming that's coming right now. He is able to go out to the right. Okay, patch up these gaps with builder, of course. Okay, and he has way more than enough time before anyone comes and falls to the water. And then finally bash through the one-way wall. Or rather the one-way block if you prefer. So that's my solution. Very, very long waiting game, which is absolutely not necessary. Now the other replay I have, this is Icho's replay. Yeah, much easier. So, at the start, set the release rate to 7. And basically what ends up happening is that any future lemmings coming out of the crowd, or rather from the entrance, will sync up perfectly by stacking on behind one another, like that. So therefore, this eliminates any timing that's needed. Oh, he starts building up here? Nope, something's wrong here. Oh, maybe Dudu did patch it up in the meantime. Alrighty, so I am back, and I have the correct replay now, so now this should work. Okay, so like I said, this is Icho's solution. Once again, same thing, max out the no, not max out, but raise the release rate to 7, so that what ends up happening is that everyone stacks behind one another, so therefore eliminating any timing that's needed. Okay, send out a climber. Okay, build twice. Okay, give him a glider. Okay, and then mind you the builder steps here. Okay, bash onto it to the right. Okay, patch up this gap with the climber slash glider. Okay, and then same thing. He will also patch up this gap with a, or rather build up to the platform up here with a builder. Okay, so basically the climber glider will be the lemming that gets lost, or will get killed. Okay, everyone turns around before he breaks through. So as you can see, we have this lone lemming here, and also everyone else is just bunched up right here. So build up, and then bash with one of the lemmings in this group here. Okay, and then build to get up here. Okay, and then everyone else will be taking this very, very long detour. Okay, build up. And then build over this gap, of course. And then finally, bash through the one-way wall. Yes, much, much easier solution. And it still escapes me as to why I didn't even think about that. Yeah, my record time, 22 minutes and 48 seconds. Alrighty, next one I wanted to do was more toys in the attic. I think this will be the second to last one. Okay, so this is by Flopsy, and let's see. So here's my solution. Okay, so jump with the first lemming, make him a climber, dig down with the next one, and then this reduces the height just enough so that everyone survives the fall. And collect the blocker pickups and then block the crowd in. Okay, and I should be sending out another climber soon, I think. No, I do not. I simply glide over the blocker. Okay, dig down here, and then platform across this gap. Yes, and we also collect another platform and pick up here. Okay, get a glider, and then bomb this one-way platform. Okay, build to get up here. Let him turn around. Okay, bash to release the blocker. He will hit the steel and turn around. And then... hold on a second. Oh yes, send out 2 more climbers. Okay, have them jump. Okay, bash through. Okay, dig down and put a blocker so that he turns the digger around. Okay, and then bomb. And then finally mine. Alrighty, so that's my solution. Yeah, here's the intended solution. Okay, so once again, same thing at the beginning. First one jumps and then climbs. Okay, dig with the second one. Okay, and then block. He does it near the very end of the platform there. Okay, so he also sends out another climber for the crowd, and then yet another one. Okay, here, dig down here. Yeah, as they will climb it and turn around. Well, at least he does. Second one, he bashes. Okay, collect the platform and pick up. Okay, plug up this gap with a platformer. Both of these will get gliders. Okay, bash on through. Okay, dig, and then block to turn the digger around. Okay, mine. Platform, sealed off this gap with a builder. Okay, bomb, so that it creates a nice ramp for the others to get up. Okay, bash to release the blocker. Okay, and then the climber will come back, climb up this wall, and then bomb. Okay, so here, I think this is just as difficult as mine. I think this one ended up taking slightly more time as well. Maybe, possibly even the same amount of time as mine. Yeah, it appears to have taken the exact same amount of time, according to the time records here. Alrighty, and then the final level that I wanted to show off is Dockside Warehouse. Okay, so this is version 1.05. Okay, this is my solution. Okay, stack with the first lemming to the left here, and then bash with the next one. So it makes this hole so that one lemming will slip by. Okay, bash through here. Okay, bash here, so to contain the crowd down here. Okay, get the climber pickup, and then platform across. Platform across up here as well. Okay, stack here. Okay, and then also stack here. Okay, and then I send out another climber to the left here. And then, yes, he also gets a climber. Wait, just want to make sure. Yes. Okay, get the glider pickup. Okay, he keeps on platforming. Okay, and then once this is done, then he stays put. Okay, he falls back down. Glide, and then clone. Okay, and then we're going to focus on our attention on these two. Okay, first one will fall for a pixel, and then we bomb him immediately, so that the other one can get up into this bomber hole. Bash on through. Push the button, and then bash through all of this. Okay, bash underneath the trap here. Okay, build twice to the exit. Okay, did I? No, I did not. Okay, platform up this gap. Okay, now I start getting the crowd up by stacking. Okay, the stacker gets interrupted. Okay, now everyone is up here. Okay, quick ones here. Bash and stack. And then with one of the lemmings coming back to the right, bash, so as to create a hole in the stacks, but everyone can still step up to the right. Okay, give him a floater. Alrighty. Platform. And then platform. Okay, just worker lemming up here will just exit. Send out another climber from this crowd here. Okay, stack. Then bash. Creating this nice ramp on the stack here. Okay, give him a floater. Okay, and then stack to release the crowd here. And that's already it. Alrighty. And then the intended solution. So, more or less the same, I think. Okay, so after 4 lemmings, he maxes... Turrican maxes out the release rate here. Okay, and then he drops the release rate back down to 80 with the last 4 lemmings. Okay, stack up here. One will slip by and then platform across this huge gap. And then, yeah, stack here. Okay, bash on through. Okay, so one slips by and then next one becomes a climber. Okay, he gets a floater. Bash on through here. Okay, so everyone else is now safely contained between the stack and the wall here. Okay, get the climber pickup. Platform across. Okay, stack so that he turns around. Okay, stack here. Okay, and then give him a climber. Okay, and I want to make sure here. Okay, climber, and then he gets a glider, I believe. Yes, he gets a glider. No, I'm sorry. He gets the glider, and then he gets the floater. So, to back up a bit. Yeah, once the platform is done, stack, and then bash to the right, so that there's a hole in the stack here. Yeah, everyone can step up to the left, and then zigzag their way up. Okay, and then everything else is more or less the same now. Okay, glide and then clone. Okay, bomb, and then bash through. Okay, bash underneath these obstacles. Okay, bash through here. Okay, platform here. And then build twice to the exit. Okay, send out another climber from this crowd here. Okay, stack. Bash. And then he turns back around and then bash to the left. Okay, so now this is nice ramp for the others to step up and get up here and into the exit. Okay, platform up this gap. Okay, and then finally release the crowd with a stacker. And that's already it. The climber would just simply climb up. Alrighty, so those were all the levels that I wanted to show off my solutions to again, and also show off the intended solutions as intended by the authors of those levels. So, so with this is the final level of the final video of the level of the year 2020 nominated contest levels, and so I'm pretty sure we will now begin the voting phase pretty soon. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this series where I show out the solutions and now some of the intended solutions to some of these levels. And I'll see you all for the next project, whatever that will be. So be on the lookout for future videos that I upload. Peace out.